If you've got a stubborn dog, keep watching. This episode is sponsored by BarkBox. I've heard it 1,000 times. Zach, my dog is too stubborn to train. Today, I'm gonna show you how to get past that. Click thumbs up for Duke the Dachshund because he's awesome. And if you've just gotten a dog or you've had a dog for years, subscribe to my channel. It's completely free. And while you're at it, pick up a copy of my best-selling book, Dog Training Revolution. It's practically free. This book, combined with my dog training videos on YouTube, is the perfect combination to have the best trained dog possible. My associate producer, Rachel, loves and rescues dogs. Take a look at this.
Zach, I have a lot of dogs. My dog Duke, he's so stubborn. He won't come when I call, and he doesn't listen consistently. Duke, come here. Please show me what I can do with Duke to make him listen to me.
That is a lot of dogs. Keeping your dog engaged and excited about working with you will deliver the best results over the long haul. One way to keep you and your dog consistently engaged is with a BarkBox. BarkBox is a monthly subscription service for awesome dog stuff, and every month is a new theme. Like this month, for example, is camping. I subscribe to BarkBox because I love using their super original toys and treats with my own dogs. These smell good. And it just keeps training and life fun. I bet you can eat these. You'll get things in your BarkBox from local and small businesses that you're just not gonna find anywhere else. Really good for potty training. You can totally eat these. I'm not going to. And if your dog doesn't love something in the box, just send it back to them and they'll send you something your dog does love. Oh my gosh. They're kind of good. All of you guys can get a free BarkBox too. Just go to barkbox.com/ZachGeorge. If you sign up for, say, 6 BarkBoxes over 6 months, they'll actually send you 7. I'll have that special link in the description where you can get that great deal. Let me be straight with you. There are no stubborn dogs. It's on us as people to really take the time to connect with our individual dogs and show them how we want them to behave. It's totally natural to expect our dogs to catch on a little bit faster than might be realistic. For example, if our dog demonstrates that they know how to do something a few times, we often expect them to do it most of the time. But teaching our dogs requires extensive one-on-one practice. Particularly in your first year of training, not life, but your dog's first year of training, you've got to go above and beyond and really find things that motivate them, like great treats or awesome toys, so that your dog is totally focused and excited about learning something new. Really, a stubborn dog is just a dog that you have a hard time motivating to listen to you. If you feel like this is your situation, understand that even if you've got to use treats for an extended period of time, that is a small price to pay to have a more focused dog. See, treats and awesome toys buy you time, and it's what you do with that time that really matters. And over time, provided you stick with it, you'll easily be able to phase out treats for basic requests, as your dog will have truly learned how you want them to behave in a variety of circumstances, and that really is key. But there are a lot of variables that go into whether or not your dog chooses to listen to you, like where you're asking them to listen to you. Distracting situations like dogs and other guests in the house can make things a lot harder if you haven't taken the time to show your dog how to listen to you in distracting or exciting situations. Fortunately, I've got tons of videos with lots of different dogs on my YouTube channel to get you all caught up, but let's go over some basic pointers right now. Being able to get your dog's eyes on you is super important if you hope to have a well-behaved dog. So let's find out what happens if I tried to get Duke to look at me with no motivation at all. Duke, look at me. Not bad, that's good. He looked at me, I appreciate that. We'll just try and pet him here and see how that does. So let's try again. Duke, look at me. Duke, look at me. Look, you can see here, I'm not getting the eye contact, which right now is pretty harmless, but if I were in a distracting situation, I'd want to be assured that I could get his attention on me. Affection isn't really an acceptable motivator for most dogs. That's not to say that you shouldn't be affectionate with your dogs, you absolutely should, but often the payoff isn't as strong as something like a treat or a toy. Duke, look at me. And so intermittently, sometimes he glances up, sometimes he doesn't. But the point here is we're not getting reliable eye contact. I've got treats now, and let's see if we can use these treats to get more reliable eye contact from Duke. So, look at that. I'd say that's pretty reliable right there. I think he'll look at this all day long. And to let him know that that behavior is something that I want, I'm going to reward him so he's more likely to repeat this in the future. Now, let's try to do it without a treat. Look at me. Yes, so that increased the odds that he was going to look at me without a treat. Now, I don't want to just assume that I never need to use treats again. On my next attempt, I'm going to hold it up like this. Look at me. and I'm gonna give him a treat again. Keeping things random is always a healthy way to keep your dog guessing and to increase the reliability of their behavior too. But of course, the issue that Rachel is really having with Duke is that he's not reliably coming when she calls him. So let's see what's going on here. Let me see what happens if I call him without any significant motivation. Duke, come here. Come on, Duke. Duke, come here, come here, come here, come here. Duke, come on. Come here, boy. Come on, Duke. So no matter how excited I get, no matter how enthusiastic I try to become, Duke is still not interested in me. Now, some dogs will come running to you in that situation, but not Duke. But what happens if I provide an extra motivator? Well, I've got this treat. Duke, come here. Yes, good job. And with some dogs, it requires a little bit more motivation than others, and that might require using treats for several months in some cases with some dogs who aren't motivated very easily. Look, I understand the reluctance of having to use treats for an extended period of time because you feel like you want your dog to just listen to you. But you got to pay your dues with your dog and really show them how to listen to you in lots of different situations. He's basically at 100% when you offer the motivators. So your next steps would be to practice with treats in more distracting, more exciting situations so that your dog can really absorb this concept of listening to you in lots of crazy scenarios. You might be able to tell that we're shooting in our all-new studio, and I'm so excited about this. This is due in huge part to our amazing sponsors and our incredible patrons on Patreon. If you guys want to help continue supporting videos just like this, consider making a small monthly contribution of $2 to $5 a month, and we will put your money to good use. Duke is no longer a stubborn dog. Give him a big thumbs up. Subscribe to see all of my future videos, and for a more thorough training experience, pick up a copy of my book too. And go sign up for your monthly bark box. You and your dog are going to love it. Have a look at these other videos too. I hope you guys liked the episode. Check out my last video if your dog is reactive. See how to teach your dog boundaries if you'd like to keep parts of your house off limits to your dog, or if your dog begs, or you just want them to settle down when you ask. Watch Teach Your Dog to Stop Begging and Settle Down. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.